Hello, my lovely, wonderful people. Welcome back to Spice Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you're joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. So, guys, the All Progressive Congress APC caretaker chairman in Rivers State, Mr. Tony Okocha, don use style tell Nigerians how they say they maneuver the local government election results back then when he was the chief of staff under the former governor Rotimi Amaechi. Say back then na him dey use him hand dey write election results before they go come hand over these results to the State Independent Electoral Commission. No be small thing o, my country people. Una know say nothing is hidden under the sun. I mean, at the end of the day, the truth will always come out. But guys, this is actually interesting. I mean, this is a interesting revelation made by Tony Okocha during a press briefing on Tuesday, who also revealed that the local government election tribunal and the appeal court back then were all giving handouts specifying what they should do. So this is what's going on at the local government levels during the local government elections back then when he was the chief of staff to Rotimi Amaechi, under Rotimi Amaechi in the state, and said that though the Supreme Court has finally granted the local government full financial autonomy, but then there are still a lot to be done, including scrapping the State Independent Electoral Commission by the National Assembly, and noted that it's only in Rivers State, amongst all states in Nigeria, it's only in Rivers State that some persons flaunt themselves and call themselves caretaker, chairman, whatever, and noted that all these appointed caretaker chairmen were boasting that irrespective of the Supreme Court ruling, that the revenue of the council from the federal allocation would still come to them, that there's still a lot to do, and the issue of election should no longer be the responsibility of the State Independent Electoral Commission because the system has been rigged, that governors will still use it as another means of getting back what they think they have lost. And how they form the Electoral Commission in Rivers State, how they gave them handouts when he was the chief of staff. The elections can be written inside the chief of staff's office. It was done during his time. They wrote results and handed these results to the commission, and then that is how they would go about and announce the results. After announcing the results, the tribunal are set up by the state government. They also have their own handouts. So if you like, you can appeal to whatever the tribunal court says, but they already have their handouts, so you are not going anywhere. So my country people, what are your thoughts on this? It's actually interesting that a man like Tony Okocha has called on INEC that INEC should also be responsible for the conduct of local government elections in Nigeria. Not only presidential elections, governorship elections, and other elections, that INEC should also be a body that should be responsible for the conduct of all elections, including local government elections in Nigeria. So my country people, this is a shocking revelation. I mean, coming from a man like Tony Okocha in this country, if Nigeria is a country that is really working, imagine Tony Okocha made this statement, how they used to write results. Normally, we know that this is what's happening. No, we know that this is what's happening. Most local government elections in Nigeria are being written by the State Electoral Commission, by the state electoral body. At the end of the day, they present the results. It's an already written result, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. Because in most opposition party states like the PDP or the APC, you find it very difficult when you have a ruling party in that state. Take example the PDP. It's very difficult for an APC candidate to emerge victorious because the result has been written, and the PDP in the state would not permit any other opposition parties to take over. No, they wouldn't permit such. So they've already written the results, and things goes on. We know it's the normal system in Nigeria, but for Tony Okocha to boldly reveal this in an interview And the Nigerian police are yet to get hold of him. And the Nigerian police are yet to arrest him. This shows that Nigeria is a failed country. Yes, Nigeria is a failed country. We are a failed country. Because in a more civilized society, Tony Okocha should be behind bars. The moment he made that statement, he should be behind bars and face prosecution. But he's here talking and walking freely on the streets. I mean, he's not the only person that has done this thing. But the fact that he openly confessed, he openly confessed. So if they should take him to court, he's guilty because he confessed. So my country people, I'm sure this is how they manipulated the 2023 general elections. I am sure this is how they manipulated the elections. So after these local government elections that was conducted in few states in Nigeria, we are yet to see the conduct of the local government elections in Rivers State, although the elections is being dated for October 5th, and Rivers State are gearing up ahead of the local government elections. But from the previous elections we've seen in various states, a lot of people have been calling for INEC to step in, to take that power from the State Electoral Commission and conduct elections. But the thing is, INEC itself, is INEC a credible body? INEC is not a credible body. What Tony Okocha just revealed is the same thing that INEC does. It is the same thing that, in fact, that was what INEC did during the 2023 presidential election. So, my country people, corruption is everywhere. But I know the reasons for people calling for the INEC to come in and take over local government elections, because the governors in these states tend to use this in their favor. They sway the election results to their preferred candidates, to their selected candidates. So my country people, we know that, all these things happen in Nigeria, but it's a very careless statement from Mr. Tony Okocha. But then, nobody has called him for questioning. Nobody has called him for questioning over this statement. If we are in a sane country, this is a serious criminal offense. But no, this is Nigeria, where corruption rules. So many corrupt politicians are bold. They can boldly tell you to your face that your vote doesn't count. And at the end of the day, the masses cannot do anything, even the police. So rigging has become the order of the day. And it's so unfortunate that Tony Okocha has also shared more insights on this, revealing to Nigerians what he has done, his previous sins in the past under Rotimi Amaechi. So my country people, make una come chook mouth for this matter. Indeed, our politicians have destroyed this nation. I'm dropping you guys. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.